Hey Joseph, great question. Yeah, I do mostly do the currency pairs and the indexes, and I stick with actually only three pairs because I can't watch that many different things at once. My attention can only be focused on maybe one pair, and I can make a real killing off the euro. Like literally, you can trade that thing every hour on the hour. So there's always a good setup to do the option on that. Now, if a person really wants to get into stocks, and I don't know the reason why, if there's like a bias or a prejudice towards stocks. Now, I personally don't like stocks myself because there's a lot of manipulation, and I've been burned, and I've seen a lot of manipulation, like what they call reverse splits. And there's, say the CEO decides to, send out a bad quarterly report. There's a lot of movement there. So I find it's safer to trade the indexes and the currency because it's not as easily influenced by one individual person. Now, the In the Money Stocks guys that I recommended, they will teach you a lot of stuff. They don't really care. What they do is the certain stocks that they pick have a certain amount of volatility, a certain amount of trades per day, and things like that, like dilution. And they'll teach you trade setups if that's your preference, like how to scalp, what they call it PPT method, price pattern in time. If things fall into that price pattern in time method, then you do with it. So what the real deal is discipline, finding a strategy and sticking with it. Once a person starts going outside of their strategy and taking more risk, now they're setting themselves up for potential loss. The In the Money Stocks guys, they'll teach you a lot of other things too. Now, to actually day trade, for real day trade stocks, a person needs to set up a special type of account, what they call level 2, where you can actually shop around and get your market maker so you can get your order filled. Now, like, there's a lot of manipulation in stocks too because you pay per trade. So say for instance, I want 1,000 shares of something, and I don't really know how to go about that. I can put my order in, and the guy on the other end may put in 10 $100 share orders, so he can maximize his profit on the orders filled. Now you've just lost, say it's $10 per order, $100 just by trying to get in on that 1,000 shares. So a person has to be able to figure out how much profit they need to make plus what it costs them to get in and out of those trades. So that's why I stick away from those things. I like the real time, and with the Nadex and things like that, orders are pretty much filled instantaneously, and I can skip the market maker. So what I do is like I call a 80-20 rule. So where you're gonna win 80% of the time and you're gonna lose 20% of the time. It's just what it is, and you got to manage your losses. That's the whole point as money management. So say all I'm interested in $10 bets. I want to make $10 bets. I only want to win $10 per trade, and which is not being greedy, and the same ratio works. So the system works for $10, $20, up and up. Now, what I find is you need enough capital to what I call revenge trade, because if you win, say out of 10 trades, 80% of the time at a $10 trade, you're going to win $80, and then at 20% of the time, you're going to lose. You're going to lose, and a minimum contract is $100 a contract. So if I'm down $200 and I'm up $80, I'm really minus 120. So what a person needs to do is revenge trade. So every time it goes outside the box that I was showing you, there's a likelihood it'll reverse and get back into that box. And at that point where that probability increases, I can recover that initial loss. So say I lost $80 in a trade. Well, I can double down on my bet or triple down on my bet to make that $80 back plus profit, and then I can sit back and start doing my $10 trades again until I lose a trade, and then I double, triple down until I get that money back, and just wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. I like the Nadex as well because it goes all hours of the day, where stocks, like you say, you have to be there in the morning between certain hours, and certain stocks just don't trade, you know, like, and a lot of people want to get into the penny stocks because they feel they can make bigger profit, but your penny stocks are really junk, you know. That's the reason why they're that low, is because no one wants them. Anywho, hopefully this is that answered that question. Feel free to send me more questions, and I'll like I said, I'll start doing a live platform, and I'm kind of new to this, so I'll see how the first one goes and try to improve upon it, and hopefully that will get you up and going. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.